Welcome to 24 Willie Mays Plaza, the home of the Giants and Oracle Park, an NL West matchup on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the San Francisco Giants. First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about ready to go, and on the hill for the Giants, Landen Roupp.
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
And that is out of play. And a swing and a miss.
0-2 is the count.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Swing and a ground ball. Sends it to Flores. 2 up, 2 down. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. They've had a great year offensively, as good an offensive team as you will find.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
1-0.
Freddie Freeman, the next to hit, takes ball 1. 2 out, space is empty.
Everything came together for him. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Man at first, Will Smith to the plate. What a season it's been for him. He has supplied a lot of power and that average. Squirts away a little bit.
0-1.
Freeman off of first with 2 away. And that's outside. And that is ball 1. And that one hammered way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 13th home run of the season. It's 2-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Two outs, nobody on. Tommy Edman at the plate. Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in San Francisco. And starting in this one, Shohei Ohtani. Singing, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Strike 1.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand. Looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
Strike three. It's a strikeout for Ohtani. Rafael Devers up to hit. Devers, the baby-faced assassin. And first offering is fouled off.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. His 18th home run of the season, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1.
He just sent a jolt of electricity into this stadium with that swing. He got his front foot down. He was stronger on his backside, and when his bat went through the zone, there's no question that ball was going to travel out of the ballpark. But that's, if you were putting a tape together, positive to watch, that's it right there. Just a perfect swing.
Willie Adames stands in. Swing and a pop-up. Foul and a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Ohtani, he's known to have exceptional stuff. The strikeout number is usually way up there. However, he does have some issues with walks from time to time. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
And because of that, the pitch count can get high and not consistently deep into the ball games like you would expect for a guy who can get so many swings and misses.
That one ripped. That's bad. It's a bomb. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His 12th of the season, and it ties it up. It's 2-2.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed.
Matt Chapman in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And a swing and a miss there. And it's about controlling that stuff, right? I mean, he's got to harness all of that electric stuff and keep it at least somewhat in the strike zone.
Yeah, I'd say a guy like this sometimes needs to simplify the repertoire. Instead of trying to throw 3 and 4 pitches, just stick with 2 pitches that are very effective. Perhaps you can keep the pitch count down, get yourself deeper into the ballgame.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. Didn't go. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Tied him up on a fastball inside. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Just missed.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages. Roupp back to work. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Roupp, a righty that throws with power. He throws a curveball, a sinker, a changeup, a four-seamer, and he works in a slider. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
Swing and a miss. 1 out.
Boog, as a hitter, there's a clear line between being aggressive at the plate in a good way, attacking pitches you can drive, and then being over-aggressive in a way that plays into the hands of the pitcher. You've got to have pitch recognition, and right there, just way too aggressive. And even though some of those pitches might have looked good coming in, you got to track them a little bit longer because not one of those 4 pitches was actually in the strike zone.
2 down, base is empty. Miguel Rojas at the plate. That one ripped right center field. And that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
And the batter now, James Outman. First pitch misses.
He gave up a couple of runs in the first. His offense picked him up. It's time for him to settle in now and throw up some zeros on that scoreboard.
Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's to third. Chapman over to first in time. And that'll do it. One left. Bottom of the second. And digging in for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt.
Second baseman, Casey.
Pitch misses, and that's ball one.
Schmidt.
And the righty deals. Swings through that one for strike two.
One ball. From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Jung-Hoo Lee in the box now. No balls and a strike. One out, base is empty. Edman whips it to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2. Now it's the right fielder, Luis Matos. Swing and a miss, strike one.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
Tied up here in the early going. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That one carrying. And it hits the fence. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. Slides in safely. That's a 2-out double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Andrew Kisner stands in here. Takes ball 1 low. And strike 1 to the catcher.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
1 ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Pitch misses there. It's 2-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Shohei Ohtani. Gets him to chase after that one.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Ground ball up the middle. Whips it to first on the run. Got him. Nice play.
Man, that was bang, bang. Tough to tell in full speed, Boog.
I got to be honest with you. I couldn't tell either. Calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting.
And here's Freddie Freeman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, catcher.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He's already homered in this game. On the ground. They get the force. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 hit, 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. And we're back as we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the Giants leadoff hitter, Elliot Ramos. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. And that's a fair ball. Man aboard, and here is Devers. He's already homered here in this one. And he swings and misses at the initial
Ball
offer.
one's the count.
Inside, just missed. Swing and a miss.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's a strikeout. Ohtani sends her packing.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Ramos, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. The shortstop takes the ball. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
Chapman stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. That one misses, and that's ball 2.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Pitch misses, and now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
3 balls, 1 strike.
2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion. So.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. 1 left for San Francisco. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And set to lead off the 4th, Tommy Edman. That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
Go ahead run on base. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages. Went down on strikes his first time through. And that one fouled off. Double play ball to second. Glove flip for 1. On to first, double play.
Really nice double play turn right there, and it all started with that sweet glove flip on the feed to second. You know, these middle infielders, they spend a lot of time honing that glove work, so it just becomes like second nature. I think you also have to have a really good glove that's broken in, that's not too large, so that you can have a feel for that baseball and be able to flip it like you're barehanded.
The batter will be Michael Conforto.
1-0.
That one finds the corner, and the count even at 1. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Lee has a beat on it. Brings it in. And that is that. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied 2-2. Back here at Oracle Park. And here's the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
Wilmer Flores.
That clips the corner.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
Digging in, Casey Schmidt. Close one, doesn't get the call, and it's 1-0. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Still relatively early, but with a pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That cutter right there had just enough movement on it to get the swing and miss. It wasn't a great location by any means. That's typically a spot that hitters can handle, so I'd say he fooled him with just enough of that late action.
Lee, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. And this game is still tied at 2-2. We go to the top of the fifth. Here's the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. Roupp back to work. Up the middle, Adames. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth. And now the center fielder, James Outman. Foul ball there.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Ohtani with a swing. High fly ball driven deep to right. Just missed it. Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Close, but call the ball. 2-0. Chris,
no
with
strike.
that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Sneaks through, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield. A chance now to take the lead. And at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Freeman swings through it for strike one. And a base hit on the line. Headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. And it's an RBI single. 3-2. First and second, 2 outs. And here's the catcher, Will Smith. It's softly on the ground left side. They take the force out. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's back here in San Francisco. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And digging in for San Francisco, Luis Matos. That's to third. Tosses across to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Here's Andrew Kisner. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That one inside. 1-0. Kisner measures 6 feet even. 30 years old now. He joined the team as a free agent. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
Not sure if he could be in more of a groove. Looks really relaxed. He's retired 7 straight. This guy's feeling it right now.
Up and in, and now it's filled up 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes, and he keeps putting up the K's. That's number 11. Here's Elliot Ramos, 1 for 2. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Pajes on the move. And that one hops the wall. Around second now, going for 3. And this is going to be a 2-out triple.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box. And he swings and misses, and it's nothing in 1. And ball 1. That's off the inside corner, and it's 2-1. And that one fouled off. 2 outs. Just missed.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Adames will hit next. Cut on and lifted in the air. Pajes on the move to the gap. And that ends the inning.
Now pitching for the Giants.
We're back. And they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Hayden Birdsong. He's been so good against lefties. And that's fouled off.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
And they get Edman for the out. Andy Pajes, the next to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Spencer Bivens getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Rodriguez also throwing. Next pitch is outside. Hammered, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Conforto at the plate now as he chases after that one. And there's a ball. And fires in a fastball at 95. Pajes, the base runner at first with 1 out. That one outside. The count now 2-2. Swings and misses. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's such a critical pitch in terms of execution right there. The pitcher has to finish it. Otherwise, probably gets hit pretty hard. If you leave that out over the plate or you don't get it down enough, quickly turns into something that gets smoked. But if you can place it where he did, it's a really deceptive pitch.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second. So it's first and second with 2 outs. First and second, 2 outs. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck left field. That's going back some more, and it's off the wall. 1 runs in. Ramos hurries it back in. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play. Back to the top of the order now. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. And fouled off. The Dodgers threatening. Fought off foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Inning over, and it could have been worse. Dodgers with a run-scoring double. It's now 4. Bottom of the 6th inning.
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
Swings through that one for strike one.
Well, these Giants really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Bangs off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now Wilmer Flores with the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. And he takes one right on the black. And the count is 0-2.
He's clearly out there throwing pitches in this situation.
Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's one away. And up next for San Francisco, Casey Schmidt, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Right through there for a strike. Just missed. One out and a runner at second. Squirts away a little bit. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. That's down and in.
I almost feel like he's frustrated a little bit. He wants to be challenged.
One away with a runner at third. And ball 4 to aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
Lee in the box now. Take strike one.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. At worst case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate.
Ground ball right side, could be 2. On a second, but he's in there. Safe. And a run comes in to score. And up next for the Giants, Luis Matos. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Well, a come and get me fast. Ball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
In the dirt. Nothing happening on the bases, though. And that one got a piece of him. So bases loaded with 1 away. Andrew Kisner getting ready to hit. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
There's a strike.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
2 strike.
Got him swinging.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Huge strikeout there. And we're back. Stepping in, Mookie Betts. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, right field. Matos makes his way towards it, but it's just out of reach. And a good start to the inning.
That's back-to-back singles for him. With the way defenders track down balls these days, I mean, both from the infield and in the outfield, there really aren't a lot of base hits on balls hit like that. But there's always a little room back behind the first and second baseman to drop a lawn dart in there, and he found a way.
Out to center. Lee on his way over. Puts it away for the out. Now here is Will Smith. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a two-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And that ball is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 6-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Here comes the manager out of the Giants.
Now pitching for the Giants.
Comes Tommy Edman, 1 for 3.
73, Randy Rodriguez.
On the ground to short, Adames. And they get Edman for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Andy Pajes now at the plate.
Right fielder, Andy Pajes.
In the air, right side. Matos on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And that's the third out. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 6-3. Back after this on the show.
Now pitching for Los Angeles.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 86. This southpaw has been really good against left-handed hitters. And a strike to Devers. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
That was pretty nasty. Willie Adames digs in now. He was late there. Strike 1.
0-1. Ball. That's inside.
And now 2-1. And Adames swings through that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one not close. And it's 3-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Downstairs, and that's ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you. What, he earned that walk.
Chapman now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. It's through for a hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Really important at bat coming up now.
Flores in the box now, takes strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
In the dirt.
No balls, 2 strikes.
No advance. Good job behind the dish. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And, you know, the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
And that's a little bit high. Adames, the runner at third. Chapman at first. 2 out of the inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third. It's an RBI single, and it's 6-4.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Timing on the swing.
And here comes the Dodgers.
Pitching for Los Angeles. Number 58.
Next to hit, Jung-Hoo Lee. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 2 on, 2 outs. Ball 1 there. And a count 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Michael Conforto. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they add on. It's 7-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Changeup up in the zone is a hitter's dream. It's a BP fastball, but you're playing in real time. Most times, the pitcher's asking for a new baseball, just like right there.
Now the third baseman, Miguel Rojas. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Fastball for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
This one in the air. Kisner makes the grab, 1 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
And next for LA, James Outman. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And in one hops the wall. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
In for a strike. 0-1. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out. Here's Mookie now. Popped in the air. Left field. And that is that. Solo shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Back here at Oracle Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Luis Matos. Just missed. Trevino goes 6 feet 5 inches. He features a sinker. A slider, a four-seamer, a cutter, and he works in a changeup.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
The count 2-1.
Yeah.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Now it's the Giants catcher, Andrew Kisner. 0 for 3 in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Can't glove it cleanly. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Ramos stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Strike 2. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering is outside. That one misses, and the count is even 2-2. Oh, great stop from his knees, the throw, and that's a great play for the out. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Spencer Bivens.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Ground ball right side. He takes it on his own. 1 up, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Catcher Will Smith.
Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And he swings through that one. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Scott Alexander getting ready to come in for Bob Melvin. Yastrzemski also getting ready. Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. And they get the out on Smith.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Second baseman Tommy Edman.
2 down, bases empty. At the plate, Tommy Edman. Schmidt. Over to first, and they get Edman for the out. And that is that. Bottom 9, now it's the DH, Rafael Devers. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Now one missed.
2 balls.
Here comes the manager.
Pitching for Los Angeles. Number 38.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, players pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Adames at the plate now. That's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Here's the pitch to Adames. That's a little bit low. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Devers gets his lead at first with nobody out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
Chapman stands in now and watches strike one. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
2 strikes. 1 ball.
In the
2
dirt.
strikes.
Good eye in that spot.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
That one down the line and foul ball. And the next pitch is way outside. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining.
Just beautiful placement of the splitter right there. Exactly where you want it with 2 strikes to get that swing and miss. And he's worked very hard to be able to command that pitch. It's a tough pitch to get a grip on, but he's one of the best at throwing it where he wants to.
And it's even up.
Didn't recognize off speed. Thought it was fastball. A little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 strikes.
Yates is just 1 strike away. Two outs. This one in the air right field. And that's out of play, a foul ball. Swing and a ball popped up. Betts settles underneath it. And that'll do it.
Well, this team just hadn't been playing fundamentally sound baseball, but today they put it together. This should start them rolling now. You have to pay attention to the details. If you do that with good pitching, good defense, you will win most of your ball games.
This one finishes with a final of 7-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.